Let's yep.
Alright. Time for the court case. I hear a certain Von Karma's gonna be here. Excited for that. 9:48 a.m. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean? No, I heard successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he can win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor. I wonder what kind of person they would turn out to be. It's no good. Mixed it, Maya. Pearly. You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran.
Oh no.
I can't. Oh man, if it takes 2 hours by train, Jesus.
He has super spiritual power.
Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? How did you find this courthouse?
He followed a map.
To the courthouse? How did you know which courtroom we were gonna be in?
He just asked the spirits.
It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nice to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember as though I only seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life? Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know because you left towards the end of last game. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What? Oh, wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Oh no, Edgeworth. Let's go. No, let's not talk about that anyways. Nick. We gotta get Edgeworth back. Future arc.
We gotta inspire him. Maybe he'll accidentally do another murder.
Look, maybe he'll actually get charged, right? And we have to revitalize his spirit by defending him. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Damn.
Not bad though.
You know, she's looking pretty cool. What is with this kid? Ahem, Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yeah, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Nope, do the right voice. Mr. Phoenix Wright.
If I can't do it on this woman, Shane. This feminine-looking person. I cannot do that voice on them. Must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on. So she's the famous successor to prosecute Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father? Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can. Ow! I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my wit will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of our
Karma family's big on revenge.
Yeah. Those of Von Karma blood only have one fate. And that is perfection. The defendant, Ma Fei, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. But very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor? Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dream of foolish dreams. 10 minutes? I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. Oh yeah, 10-minute bit, baby. Let's go. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? Plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You could very easily make a solid case if it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you wish to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. Someone start the timer. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Speed run now. She's as scary as a father like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at the map. The challenge chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
Lost space behind that curtain.
They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? It's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyways, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. Floor plans added to a court record. So, how's the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. That's the victim's autopsy report, sir. After being shot in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank.
Oh.
The court accepts into evidence, Mr. Wright. You may question the witness. Cause of death. So, the direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. Yes. The shot was fired from a point-blank range. Yes. Before the victim was shot, he was stabbed in the chest. I think that's the thing I would like to press on. If you're gonna get shot in the head anyways, what's with the stabbing, you know?
Hey, the stab was supposed to be concise and then the gun fell out.
Well, either way, that means we still press for it, right?
Yes. Just to see what. Yeah.
Stab? And what was it stabbed with? A fruit knife? Let's see. And whose knife was it? It looked like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. So why even have the wound? I'll probably push for it. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
He's a doctor. He knows how to avoid vitals when he stabs himself.
Wait, is your theory that the doctor stabbed himself?
And then shot twice.
And then he shot himself twice, right?
Yep.
It makes,
Point blank.
Makes total sense, Shane. I mean, we can press
Perfect.
for this. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who only listens to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little bit more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. What a pain. Nothing sounds out of place so far. Try to learn more about the murder weapons for now. Direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. Shot was fired from point blank range. This phone screen sounds like it's going too far ahead.
It is definitely going too far ahead.
Okay. Now what do we do?
Did you press every statement?
Not yet. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead. I can press everything then.
Just see if that adds more.
The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have? Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims. The defendant, my face, was also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Ooh, I walk right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point blank range. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. Now how do you know he was shot point blank? Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix, Wright. I grow tired of this foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn.
Yeah.
Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. Okay, we got the pistol. Was Gray's. 2 shots fired. Bears Maya and Gray's fingerprints. Knife, murder weapon, small fruit knife, belongs to the face, bears Maya's fingerprints. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at the time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now just wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yeah? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just like I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justify self-defense? Because now will be the time to do so.
Never.
This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way.
Plead not guilty.
No, not guilty. We take the hard road every time. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Ow!
Ah, my finger.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir?
Arrest him.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. The coup de grace. Yes, sir. Now see here, proceedings are run by... Oh yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fate to the crime, sir. I see. This court accepts this into evidence. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder, there are blood splatters on it. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints are on both the murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. Fuck. Costume. Let's look at that costume. Covered with blood.
Guess just start pressing stuff.
Yep.
As you can see, it's covered in blood. That's not blood. That's strawberry jam.
The defendant attacked and killed a person who fought out was not fighting back. I want to press that. That sounds more like an easier press. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did a murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder change drastically. Oh, we're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide that verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her.
Right,
Yeah,
as you can see now, this is basically delaying, right? How these cases usually go.
Okay, so what were we saying?
As you can see, blood one. Press that.
Okay. This blood on the costume. Lab result shows that it is the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clothes you can glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time, let's move on.
No.
Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Good, now even the judge is on our side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do?
Always press further.
Always press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that.
Oh?
You see what I'm seeing, Shane?
I'm seeing what I'm seeing.
There must be something about this costume. Just have to look harder. Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma's logic's perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Get it? Oh, hey.
Thanks, Judge.
It looks like my time is up. So about the costume, there's one little thing.
Oh, just one thing.
Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where's this problem you're talking about? Come this far. There's no turning back now.
Whose blood is this?
The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. This blood. This thing.
Blood.
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report.
I just put it in.
Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder? Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order, order, order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Updated. Check for more details.
We got the 3D back?
Sorry about that, I guess we messed up, sir. Is it the 3D?
Or is it just bigger picture of it?
Picture. They scrapped the 3D, Shane. No science, girl. No 3D.
He's retconned.
Is she actually smiling? Oh. What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. A tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree, it's a mistake of the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma says is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue your testimony. Yes, sir. Defendant attacked and killed a person who vowed out was not fighting back. Okay, we gotta
Hmm. Isn't it just attacking that? No.
I mean, we could press for it. You want to?
Yeah. And or not press. I mean, like present the bolt hole.
Is it time for the
Thing.
screen?
No, it's just the costume again with the bullet hole, because that's immediate proof that it's fighting back. The bullet hole in the screen is gonna appear more.
Yeah. Okay, so present the costume for now, right?
Yeah.
Detective Dib Gumshoe? No, yeah? Huh, having you call me my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Oh, yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is this bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is that what it means to not fight back? You're right. It seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is with that? Are you finished yet, left? Are you finished yet? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss Von Karma? It seems that my fate was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense, please. That's correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Now that you... Why, that's right. Ow.
No. Ow. Collective ow.
Which means... the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No. Oh, well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together this scenario all by myself?
You're a detective.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
Huh?
The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. The scenario you put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface, it does
not work.
Does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. But please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
At least I haven't hit you with a whip.
What transpired? During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. We can press for that immediately. Why would she want to stab him, you know?
Yeah. Why?
There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. And in body strength, it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
So it's just accepted?
So it's canonly accepted now in this universe that she actually literally changes. I guess because I didn't know for sure if that was actually canon or not. That was just a joke or not. But now it's actually confirmed. Okay. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Korean channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you even talking about? I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. We can push
Just
that.
press everything.
Yeah.
We only got punished when Von Karmo is like, don't ask unnecessary things.
Yeah, but this is his daughter, Shay. She could do the same thing to us.
Yeah, she won't do it yet. Maybe.
So, he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day. And afterwards, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness?
Ooh.
Ah! Sorry. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? Looks like the victim Dr. Gray has specifically brought for that day. But a
Why?
handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did he bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? In case his nurse was gonna murder him?
Didn't do too good.
The victim took a shot because they were too close, he missed. How did you know that he took a shot? So you're saying that the bullet hole in this...
He knows.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're saying the bullet hole is
After that.
made then. Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. I mean, might as well press we already pressed everything else. Maya's never fired a gun before in her life.
But the nurse had.
Yeah, it's about the nurse half, yeah. The victim had already taken off the
Maybe.
safety.
We actually don't even know that either.
Ah, yeah, we don't know either. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Now, do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. Testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction there somewhere. And uncovering is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay, so. Alright, what do we do, Shane? We need evidence now. During the channeling, saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out the gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. And then picked up a gun. I think what we're trying to find out is we're trying to argue that the victim started the fight, right?
Yeah, the victim took
the shot first, right?
Yeah. So I guess what statement after? Two statements after that one now.
This one?
That one, I guess, to show that he shot Maya's costume first.
Yeah.
They'll show the costume. And the two started fighting, the victim took out his gun.
Let me look at the costume. Two fighters took out his gun. How does this connect to the gun being shot first, though?
Because the second shot killed the guy.
No, but remember, we're trying to argue that the guy shooting was what started the fight. Cause they're
I
like.
mean, she could have taken out the knife and then he went, oh, back.
Stabbed in chest and shot at point blank.
I mean, during the way back cutscene, wasn't it like a shot, a little bit of like, what's going on, and then the shot again?
Yes. We heard the shot first. I mean, that's what I'm assuming we're trying to link. We're trying to link that it. Oh, I forgot that there were profiles. Fuck, look how much people there are! I forgot that we can present people.
We don't need to present people yet.
I know, but we can probably should still read it because we're gonna need to.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Head malpractice.
Otis is there?
Not even an age, just deceased.
Charge of the investigation. Profane, challenge with spiritual power. Lost aunt family, a member of the brand, Mother of Pearl. Any money. Recent contact, older sister maybe died in a car accident. Medium money. On a car 1 year ago. Annie's older sister. A lot of heart. Okay. Our friends discover on karma.
Been in business for 5 years.
Never known defeat. Huh, I guess her family line's got no defeat to the Wrights. Alright, so all I got is the shirt. So I guess we can present the shirt.
Let's try the shirt.
Is this the statement for it though?
I think so.
You think so?
While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun.
Victim took a shot up because they were too close. That's a weird statement. Because they were too closely missed, but the shirt clearly has a hole
I guess
in
it's
it.
a thick shirt. Or it's a wide shirt, so it would be harder to hit a person. Because they're like a shrine maiden monk.
Victim shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Defendant picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it. Took a shot because they were close against. I do think it's the costume as well. The hole. If what I'm thinking is if it went the way that he said it, wouldn't there be blood in the bullet hole if she did stab him first? You get what I'm saying, right?
What, like that was the arm that stabbed, so there should be blood on the sleeve? Or
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if the story was what they said, what they claim, then there should be blood where the bullet hole is. If their story is correct, which is that she stabs him first and then he shoots her, it misses.
Yeah, but the shot didn't hit her. It just went through the clothing.
Yes, but wouldn't there be blood on that bullet hole part if she really did stab him first before he shot her?
Probably not in the bullet hole part. Are you just saying because that might have been the arm that she stabbed with and blood would be on the sleeve from the stabbing?
What I'm saying, yes.
Oh. I don't know.
But because they were too close to miss.
I have a feeling that'll come up to play really soon. But yes. Yeah, 8 inches off the ground.
It's a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. This will come up pretty soon, but I don't think it's right now.
No, I'm thinking it's the clothing.
Is the clothing?
Yeah.
All right, what statement
Just
do we
thinking that one or the one after, not the one after this one potentially. Think so. Oh wait.
Then picked up on the opening, took the video and ended it. That doesn't really still close though.
Maybe the other one then.
Took a shot because of miss. While to find the victim, took out his gun. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back.
No.
While the two were fighting,
I think the victim took out the gun.
During the challenge, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. The victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun.
Right there.
Okay.
Oh!
No, we got it wrong.
Oh!
2 HP! While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The floor planes. That screen's gonna be useful later, but not right now. Okay. Victim took a shot.
What are all the statements again?
The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. I feel like it might be that one.
Try that one.
With the same close?
Yeah. Double damage, baby.
Double damage.
Oh.
Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Oh, gunpowder burned? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh!
Is that what you meant, Neng? Instead of blood, you meant... Of course you meant the gunfire residue.
No, I meant blood. I was totally off, but this is a good secondary method too. But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
That doesn't make awful lot of sense.
Must be careful, I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Does it make sense?
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense?
Doesn't make sense.
Why? Explain yourself to the viewers.
Now you'll use the screen because it's 8 inches of height. Why would you aim so low? If you were further away.
True. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw?
Flaw?
Ow!
Yeah.
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that can contradict this line of thinking. Time for the screen door.
Yeah.
This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is this? A folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Yeah. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. You still really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order, order!
He's gonna do a football tackle.
This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired this shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area.
The defendant was in this area.
Like here?
What, like really running away from him?
Probably, right? I mean, why would a bullet hole be over here? I'm thinking like they're like way over here. Like if you're this close,
Oh, yeah.
it wouldn't make sense. It would probably be like over here, right?
Yeah. Just click in that tiny area.
Woo! Somewhere around here. Oh, the judge's face is scrunched like you just smell some serious bad breath. That is, Wait, I just realized if I got to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Sure. In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright.
Oh!
Whoops. It's done for now. I should focus on the time of the crime.
Do you have to click like right to the left of it? Like not in that area, but like right here? Next to it, like that.
I'll just put it right on top of it to be even safer. She was standing here near the phone screen. Wait a second. Well, we know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it impossible the defendant was standing much closer to a victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Carmel. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Huh? Curse you, Mr. Phoenix, right, you? I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Oh yeah, because she wouldn't be able to have the gun if she was that far away, right?
Right.
It
changes everything.
Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way over by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured that would be a reason. figure things out and prove the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the bag.
Thunderstorm.
Blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. To think that you have been able to take completely this hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How was it my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing the 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. But punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I have all I can of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued.
Dun, 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 dun.